Good morning and welcome to the very first video on Prius Passage. I'm Selena and this video is just to give you a little bit of introduction on me and what I'm doing on this channel. First, let me apologize for being a little congested. I have my little napkin here. My nose keeps running. I spent last night really late into the night running through the woods. I'll make another video detailing why a little bit later. Also, I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot, so if you see cars kind of slowly coasting by, it's not really because they're looking at me, it's more so because they're looking at my motorcycle. People tend to stop and take pictures, so you might see like a car just kind of coast up and kind of hang out right there. They're not really looking at me, they're just trying to snap a picture. It's fine. The motorcycle is what I'm known for. I don't really know how to edit videos so well, so if I do figure out how to include a photo, I'll do that. If not, I'll link my Instagram below. You can see pictures of it there. So starting with what brought me to start this journey across country. I've always had a love for travel. I've never really been anywhere in the United States. I've done a little bit of international travel, and there was an event that kind of triggered me into wanting to see the US. So let's start with me. So I told you already, my name is Selena. I am 29 years old. I originally am from the northern suburbs of Chicago, but I've spent the last 10 years of my life living in coastal North Carolina. I love it there. It was great. I owned a home there for a long time. I sold my home about a year and a half ago, and we had a hurricane maybe shortly before that, and it just kind of screwed up the housing market. So while I made a lot of money selling my home, I've been unable to buy another one because they've just gotten so expensive living closer to the beach. So that wasn't working out for me. I had a job working in sales that I was pretty happy with, but it wasn't necessarily what I felt like was my calling to do. The biggest initiator in me choosing to take this trip was the death of my brother. My brother Jason passed away June 2nd of 2019. He was only 34 years old, and it was very unexpected. When he passed away, it kind of gave me this feeling of, if I were to die at that age, would I be happy with what I've done up to this point? And I don't think I would have. You know, he never really had the opportunity to experience life, and sorry. And I just felt this overwhelming need to do things that I've always had a desire to do and just kind of never did, because you have to work and you have to pay bills and, you know, you live life. So the only trip my brother had ever went on, the only time he'd ever been on a plane, was to come and visit me in North Carolina. And for that reason, I said, you know what, I've always wanted to see the US, and there's no better time to do it than right now when I sold my house. I don't have a home. I don't have children. I'm unmarried. I felt like I had to do it. So let me just pull myself together here. Still gets me every time. So I made the decision to do it, and I sold all of my belongings. I'm sure all of my friends who at some point are going to see this video are going to be like, well, that's what she was doing, because I kept it a secret. I didn't tell anyone because I really didn't want anyone to try to talk me out of it. And I also didn't want like a really big, sad goodbye, because I do plan on going back once I'm done. So I sold all my belongings, got rid of everything. I paid everything I had off. All of my insurance is paid, everything's done, because I wanted to make sure when I took this trip I wouldn't have to stress anything, that everything would be taken care of already. So I did that. I bought myself a motorcycle trailer, so I have a hitch on my Prius, and I'm trailering my motorcycle with me. I headed up to Chicago so that my dad could shore up my trailer, because I had a ton of issues with this trailer. I'll probably make another video about that and where not to buy a trailer from, because it has been a horrible experience for me. But I got that done. Trailers loaded up, bikes loaded up. I can load and unload it myself. My dad also converted my car so that I can live in it. So behind this curtain here, there's actually living quarters. The seats are removed. I'll make another video, kind of like an MTV crib style video, so you guys can see what my car looks like and how I live in it. Most of the nights I spend in a rest stop or at a parking lot or in Walmart, and I'll spend the night there. If I'm any town that I don't really feel good about doing that, I'll just stay at an Airbnb or I'll rent a night at a hotel. It's really not a big problem. But when I do that MTV Cribs video, I will include, how I live and what I do along those lines. The trip itself, I have not completely come up with a concrete plan for everywhere that I'm going to go. I kind of do it 2 states at a time. I'll pick a couple places that I want to go for sure, and then I kind of stop wherever I like in between. So far at this point, I've been to 3 different states. My goal is to hit all 50. I don't know whether or not that'll happen before I run out of money, but we'll see. I do other things to make money. I still do nails. I can take mobile appointments, so I'll do nails in people's homes. I did a lot of saving of money before I came so that I wouldn't have to work. It's not a necessity to work while I'm here. It's just more so to keep me on the road longer. But I think so far with my budget, I'll be able to do this for at least 2 months, maybe 3. Sorry about that little break. My tablet died, so that's what that little skip in time was. But I was on the tail end of that video anyway. Like I said, I will try my best to post at least 1 video a week. I'll try for more, but it does get difficult with me driving so much, and I spend a lot of time out and about doing different things. But the more people that have an interest, the more time I'll try and make to keep it a regular thing. If there's anything here that I didn't include or that I missed that you would like to know about me, just comment it below and I'll cover it in the next video. I think my very next video will be kind of a detail of my setup here, so that way people can kind of see what I'm doing, and if you have any questions, I'll do the same thing there, and I'll kind of keep piggybacking off videos. I'll link my Instagram below. I don't yet have a Facebook for this trip. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to make one, just because, like I said, time is limited, and I don't know that I will keep up with a Facebook and an Instagram and YouTube. I'm kind of just going to stick with these 2 so you can kind of see my videos and my photos and keep it simple, because as you can tell from my lovely setup, I'm not a film major. There's nothing really cinematic coming out of here, so this is going to be as good as it gets. It's getting super hot and I've got to get on the road, so I'm going to get out of here and give my tablet a break. If you need me, I will also have sorry, I just dropped my cell phone. If you need to contact me, my email address will also be below where you can contact me. You can use Instagram, or you can leave comments right here on my videos. I'll do my best to check all of them. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.